Looks like there might be some people coming on now. So hi guys, welcome. We're going to jump in here in just a little bit to some of the questions that were sent in. And then we'll go over any questions that are coming into our live chat as we're live today. And Loki's back there, so you may hear him. I think he wants to be involved.
Yeah, we'll bring him in at some point, but yeah. You want to start with some of the questions that we already had?
So the first one here that already came in was, Loki, we'll bring you in a minute.
I feel bad.
What is your favorite event at Cedar Point?
Well, if it's the ones that they only did this year, it was between Frontier Festival and Hollow Weekends. I would probably say Hollow Weekends just because the food items and offerings were much better. But if it was like anything, I would say probably like, I don't know, maybe Cedar Point Nights, or I liked that Night of the Living Fed one as well. I thought that one was fun.
Hi, Jeremiah. I see your comment there. Yeah, I agree. I think that the Halloween Weekend stuff was pretty cool, and like all their like the Fantastics that are there, the events that they do.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of my favorite things if it's this year.
Right.
Like overall, it could be anything, a lot of different things.
Yeah. I hope they bring back some more next year because I was really disappointed in the amount of events they had this year. So
yeah,
hopefully they'll bring more.
Yeah, because like my favorite overall event ever at Cedar Point is probably the it's like the neon night thing, but it was the Cedar Point Nights.
Yeah, on the beach.
That or what they also used to do at like the Halloween time was the Night of the Living Fed and being able to interact with characters and the people who dress up and like have dinner and stuff. That was really cool. So I do miss those, some of the events that they had, but I still like their stuff that they do at Halloween time.
Yeah.
But they don't do the tricks and treats like foods and stuff.
He's whining in there. I'm going to go get him. I'll be right back.
But let us know what you guys think too of like what are some of your favorite Cedar Point events if you've gone, or things you miss or would like to see again. Let us know. When Kelsie comes back, we'll jump into our next question here that we had already had come in. I think she's bringing Loki because he was really upset.
It's all right, buddy.
He wanted to be in the live stream.
Did you want to say hi to everybody? Oh, I took his collar off just because he jingles a lot with it on. But yeah, say hi.
He's like, what is going on in here?
You can just be on the live stream with us if that's what you need.
He said that is what I need.
Yeah. He was whining in there. I don't know if you guys could hear him on your end, but he was pretty
loud.
upset. It's all right. He's like, what other questions do we have?
So our next one was, what other theme parks have you guys visited?
Well,
if it's just Cedar Fairs we're talking about.
Cedar Fair has been Kings Island, and that might have been
Cedar Point.
And Cedar Point. Any theme park stuff, it would probably be Universal. We've been to the park down in Florida. I don't know that we've been to any more. Oh, Kennywood.
Oh, yeah.
For the channel. But we've been to more, outside of YouTube. But upcoming this year, we're going to be going to Carowinds as a new one. I don't think I've ever been there. Have you?
I don't think I have either.
Yeah. So we'll be going there and possibly back to Kings Island, maybe Kennywood. We'll see. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been to a few. I feel like
quite a few.
It'd be nice to go to more, but
yeah.
I think another thing too that made us want to do more this year is like the park passport that Cedar Point has.
Yeah.
That allows you to visit other parks with that pass, so you don't have to pay like for additional ticket fees and parking and things, which is really nice.
Yeah. Is he falling asleep?
I don't know, he might.
Are you falling asleep, buddy? Here. No, you can't jump down. Always love your posts. Your Cedar Point posts have brought back many great memories for me. I love when you get the food that you do. Just great to finally see you both live. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I love trying their foods.
Yeah.
I mean, really, any food videos too that we do and like try out, I think is always so fun. And
Yeah.
they have so much to offer at Cedar Point too, with lots of different things.
Yeah, we're gonna be trying a bunch of different restaurants at Cedar Point, some that we've been to before and others that we haven't, because we did get the add-on for the season pass this upcoming year. So we'll do like in more detail of certain restaurants. We haven't picked which ones yet, but
yeah,
at least one every time we go, I would imagine. So yeah. What else you got?
Our next one is, do you guys have favorite YouTubers? Probably
I
more so
definitely
Kelsie
do.
than I do.
Yeah. I watch Tim Tracker. He does a bunch of stuff around Florida, but mainly like the Disney parks and the Universal parks. So I really enjoy that content. And then I also watch PC Dev. He also does, basically the same thing Tim does. And those are like my main two. Those
Shane
are probably,
Dawson really used to.
yeah, we
one
used to
we
watch Shane Dawson a lot, but
that was kind of my start to watching YouTube.
yeah, he kind of faded off, but now he's coming back. I do like the conspiracy theory videos that he does, so I'm glad that he's but I would say Tim Tracker is probably my favorite YouTuber. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I like him a lot too when I'm watching what you have on. And I think also like Coyote Peterson was another one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I really like that. Like,
yeah.
Different animals, and I can't believe how often like he just that stung and bit by things.
Like, I want to do that. I'm like, okay. Well,
his videos are very cool.
Yeah.
Maybe check them out if you do like them. Let us know.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I never really was started into YouTube until like we met, and you were like, hey, here's these people you can watch, and I was like, oh, I like ASMR stuff too, so that's personally my thing, to help me sleep or just to watch in general. But Kelsey's not super into that, which I understand. It's kind of a specific thing. Yeah, but other than that, and the ones you mentioned, I don't have specific people that I follow with YouTube.
Yeah, those are my main ones. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the Pro Football popular videos.
Yeah.
Actually, we do plan to go back when they add, their water park, their hotel. But that's gonna be probably a year or two down the line at this point. I mean, they barely started construction on that. You can see it from, I believe that's Fulton, in front of it, and it's basically like the water park's going to be right up on the road, and then right behind that's going to be the hotel. So those will be some exciting things that are coming to that area. I'm not sure what else is coming to that area though. But
yeah, I agree. There's a lot up and coming with it, and we've gone to do like the induction stuff that we did there when that was about because of Peyton. Really, I mean, they do those every year, so that's pretty cool.
He's going behind the tree.
Uh-oh.
Where are you going? Get out of there.
He's trying to get under. We have like a train track under there. He likes to mess with some of the characters. But yeah, we really like doing stuff like that too. Kelsey's probably more of the sports person than I am, but I still enjoy it. I think it's fun to kind of get out and see what's going on, like right in our neighborhood and stuff too.
Yeah. Loki, don't fight that.
Hopefully we'll be able to do more videos there too, coming up with new things that they'll have, even if it's in a few years or something.
Yeah.
They even do, like, I think we might have done before that tubing down the slide at wintertime, the winter blitz.
I'm not sure if we're going to go back to that or not. I'm not quite sure if I think that that's worth going to again. I would do it once because it was fun, but I just don't feel like it's, I think they're charging like $17 this year or something like that, and I just don't think that that's worth it.
It depends when you go, because I think you have like 11 a.m., maybe even before then till a certain time, like you're only given so many hours.
You have an hour and a half this year, I think I saw.
There's long lines, and it's just hard to get to go like multiple times.
Right.
But it was fun when we did do it. It was just a little chilly.
Yeah.
Long lines.
Yeah. So that's another thing that could possibly come along, but I don't know.
They seem to have a lot of different events and stuff too, like food trucks there, or concerts and like different things that go on. So we'll have to.
They just had like a like Mexican tequila festival, something rather. But we didn't go to that. The tickets were kind of expensive, but they had some bigger artists come out. Like that artist, I believe, was in the auditorium. So,
Yeah, and like you mentioned too, that the Hall of Fame employees, they're very knowledgeable there. So even just talking to them about the history and things like that, it is super cool.
Yeah, they know all about that stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing what they know, and it's very cool to find out that history and stuff. A lot of it that is local too, not just other states.
Yeah.
Things like that. Very cool. And then our other question we had come in is, have you ever been recorded and been asked not to record? Yes. Several times. I could mainly be because of at certain amusement parks, like in Disney. That was what I'm thinking. Like, please do not record this video after this point, or you can come in, or the Friends thing we did. Like, if you go to certain
that's
experiences.
True. I guess it has been more than once. I was thinking specifically the Cedar Point winter chill out.
Oh,
like in that like they do the announcements for like the upcoming year, and they said no video recording, so we did audio. Well, we got an email from Cedar Point asking us to take that video, so it had been taken down. I think we put it back up. Record.
Yeah, I mean, like having something taken private until information is released. I don't think they told us like you can never upload it right now. Don't, because it's new and then repost it later.
Yeah.
So it wasn't anything too crazy, but a lot of it is more so we do things in this area. Please don't record this video. Look, recording on this point. A lot of things like that with different rides or with different events, like some of the Friends events and things, which makes sense for copyright. So a lot of that.
The video's not, or the audio's not coming through.
Oh no.
I don't know why it's not.
How would we
do anything different?
I know.
Let me see.
It's really choppy. Okay. I wonder, is the sound taking on your computer or on the phone?
Well, the audio would be the phone.
Okay.
So, try that.
I'll hope it gets any better as we go on here. Some of the things that I'll try to keep talking about to see if you can hear any better. Okay.
He says he can hear us just fine.
I wonder why you can hear us fine. Okay, thank you for that.
Let's see if other people.
Could just be a connection on a couple of ends, or could be a and I also saw another comment up there. Can you scroll up so I can maybe talk about that while we're waiting?
Yeah.
So what
this one?
Yeah, what do you think of the Game Life Theater along with Super Bowl Theater there at the Hall of Fame? I can't remember those, but maybe Kelsie will.
I remember them.
Okay.
I'll switch you back. Hopefully I can hear but it was the Super Bowl one and what was the other one?
The Lifetime Theater or something like that.
Okay. So, yeah, I like those. They were like the ones that were like the moving theater.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't really sure.
Like the Super Bowl one, I really liked that one when it was Super Bowl 50 because that was Peyton Manning. So that was like one of his years that he won the Super Bowl. So that one was really cool. I did not go in that last time we went. I don't know what that was. It might have been earlier this year or late last year.
They had the Kansas City Chiefs. I remember that.
Okay.
When we went.
Yeah. So those are pretty cool. I like those. Loke, don't knock the camera.
Maybe he messed with the audio.
Maybe he did. I don't know. But yeah, I thought those were pretty cool. I think those were like decent additions. I think they've had that theater there before, but I think they used it for something else. But that I do like those a lot. I think that they are cool, and you can like the audio is so loud. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a 40 thing, but you can like feel the ground moving and stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, I do like those. So
I think that's a neat addition to more than just walking and looking and taking it in, to like, be it more immersive too.
Right.
Which is really cool because like sports is kind of like that when you go to live games, or even when you're watching from home. Sometimes it can feel like you're there with them. So I think that's cool.
Yeah. I'm hoping that you guys can
still
hear us now. We had one person say that they could hear us just fine, and a couple other people said that they couldn't. So hopefully,
wonder, is there a way for me to look and see if it, like if I was to watch us, would I be able to hear anything?
Yeah, you could. I would just walk in the other room.
Yeah, give it a test and just double check, make sure. If you guys have any other questions, let us know about different videos we have out, or any questions in general, or things you'd like to see up and coming.
Online and on my TV's messed up. Hopefully I can watch later when it's live. Hopefully so. I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix that because it's not like muted on our end or anything. Right. So I'm not sure what's causing it. Maybe some sort of Wi-Fi issue either on our end or maybe on your end, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, a couple people were having that problem.
I don't know.
Maybe you answer or kind of talk about the next one. I'm going to go test in the other room.
Okay. Real quick. Just be careful going over that cord. Whenever I tour the room where the sculptures are, I find Peyton Manning's sculpture. I think of you when we're there along Peyton's locker. Yeah. I think those are really cool. Those busts that they have of their heads, they're very, very detailed, and whoever does those does a fantastic job. Yeah, those are really cool. And then Peyton's locker, that was cool as well. They might have switched it out.
I am back.
For other people's. I'm not sure if Peyton's locker is still there. I think they do that for like the inductees, and then I'm not sure what they do with their stuff after that.
And like even some of the other museums we got to tour was when we went to Nashville, and we did the sports thing there. It was rather small, but wasn't there some of
the
Peyton's
Tennessee
stuff?
Sports Hall of Fame? Yeah, that was really small.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We almost missed it because it was like in their visitor center thing.
It seemed like it was like bigger, like when I looked it up online. It was free, but normally you had to pay like $3 or $4 for admission, but there's some sort of sponsor like covered like admission for the year for everybody. But yeah, that was cool. It was just very small. It was a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So
aside from that, I did just do the test and I could hear you okay on my end from my phone when I checked our live. So I don't know what's going on. I am sorry about that, and hopefully it does come through for you later. Yeah,
and hopefully when we upload the live after the fact, it'll be okay. Yeah. And there's not like,
okay,
oh, it's been better. Good.
Maybe it was us for a bit, but that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Technology is great, but sometimes it has its issues.
Yep. Yep, definitely.
As always. But yeah, I mean, lately we've been, working on more content to come out and stuff too. Is there anything you can surprise them with or hint at that we're doing? That's not out yet?
I posted to our Instagram a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, something like that. We went to that pumpkin thing, and there was like some sort of like Easter egg in there. So that Easter egg, if you didn't figure it out, is Harry Potter related. We are going back to Wizard Fest this year, which is next weekend.
Yeah.
Which is so exciting. I'm so excited to go back.
I can't believe it's already here.
We are going to meet the guy who plays Percy Weasley, and we are going to meet the guy who plays Goyle, I believe. There's
Yeah.
Crab and Goyle. I'm pretty sure it's Goyle, the one that we're meeting.
Draco's friend.
Yeah, one of Draco's friends.
Yeah.
So that will be really cool. Those are some bigger names this year. And last year was cool too. Like, don't get me wrong, those were
that was really
cool as well.
They were so nice.
They were super nice. So I'm excited to meet some new people this year. But yeah, I'm super, super excited. They have different classes. They have a Defense Against the Dark Arts class this year. So I'll be excited to see what that is about. I think they took Transfiguration away.
Which is good. That was one we
because
didn't
that
like,
was
right?
the one they just like did origami for
And
it, and that was
transfigured a
like
piece of
Transfiguration. I was like we could have done better with that.
Right. So I'm excited for that, and I think new to that as well. When we go, we'll get to do some other things we didn't before. Maybe we'll leave that as surprises for you guys.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I'm excited for that. That'll be very cool.
Yeah. So that's upcoming this month. So we're going next weekend. It'll probably be sometime later November that those videos will be up. Next year, like I said, Carowinds, we know for a fact we're going there. Possibly Kings Island, maybe Kennywood. That's not part of our pass, but that was one of our popular things, so we might go back.
Yeah, with Kennywood, I will say it was so good, like pre-COVID, and because there was like no one there, and a lot of their rules were like better. I felt like for some reason, maybe just because it's less people. Yeah. And then we went after, and it was like, oh my goodness, like I don't think I want to come back. It was just way too busy. But I think that's part of, that was natural and bound to happen. But also, I see your comment there. We made you laugh when we were whooshing down the ramp over the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Yes, with the tubes. That was very fun. Yeah,
that was fun. We're like on the fence if we're going to go back this year or not, like we said.
Because it'd be more of the game as well. Yeah. I mean, there's not much more to it. It was fun, though.
It was fun. I just don't know if I'd do it more than once. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's one of those things to experience and do, but
might not. I think it's the repeatability. If they had maybe 2 slides at each end of the end zones, that would have been
help
a lot better form lines, because
I agree.
Half the people go one side, half go to the other. Because you would wait for a good 30 minutes to go down the slide once. So if you go 2, maybe 3 times, you're lucky. So yeah, it was fun. I just don't know that we'll go back this year. We will be going back to the Hall of Fame for some stuff as stuff starts opening up. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be headed back there. I don't want to give too much away of what's coming next year. I do have almost the entire year's schedule put together.
I don't think I know about it all yet.
Yeah.
I hope we'll find out.
Yeah. But lots of Cedar Point, I will say that. So, and then parks, those are going to be a thing. So it'll be a lot of fun next year. Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad to see things we get to repeat and the differences in those. Like with Wizard Fest coming up, it's the same, but it's going to be different because there's going to be things we didn't get to do last time we'll do this time, and people and just other videos in general are going to completely new places is always fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. The mug of Starbucks coffee looks so good.
Yeah. It was good, and it was cold.
I forgot that we went there.
Yeah, I did too. It was a while ago. Yeah. It's almost the full year now, because I saw that come through about them announcing doing that again this year.
Are the 2 of you from Ohio or from a different state? We are from Ohio.
I wasn't born here, though.
Well, yeah,
neither of us were.
Yeah, you were born in West Virginia. I was born in Illinois. So we were born in different states, but we both lived here in Ohio.
I lived here pretty much my whole life. I moved out with family at 2, so it's all around. But I do know West Virginia, certain parts pretty well as well.
Yeah, Ohio pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a lot of things to do, but you just have to know where to go for those things. Yeah. Like obviously Cedar Point is probably one of the most prominent things in Ohio. Like people come to Ohio for that.
It depends the city, because obviously there's parts of any state, I'm sure, where it's small town, it's more rural, it's not a lot to do, but you have to know the cities to be in. We're not too far from, I'd say a semi-smallish, but because it's not as big as Cleveland. But then there's like Cleveland to do things at, Columbus to go do stuff at, a couple hours in either direction. There's plenty of things to do. You know, we're lucky with a lot of parks as well to just be outside and do things.
Right.
Which we don't always show that. Maybe that's another thing.
Yeah. Well, we will be having vlogs coming up next year. So it'll be like home vlogs / like just kind of what we're doing. So you guys will get to see, you know, a little deeper into our lives, but not too deep.
Yeah.
So, you'll be home with us sometime. Are you okay?
And probably get to see Loki a lot.
Yeah, and see Loki a little bit more. He's a lot bigger than he was.
Yeah.
He was
Whoa,
like
he just
this
spun
tiny.
me around. Hold on, Loki.
Now he's big. You want to come back up?
Come here. Don't be scared of it.
It's all right.
He's like, I'm not so sure. What's going on? Why are you over here talking?
It's okay.
Thank
you. That's so nice, buddy. Did either of you play sports? I did.
I
didn't.
Well, not in high school. I did cheer for like a youth league up until middle school, but after that I didn't do anything.
Yeah. I did soccer for like 13, 14 years, like a very long time.
Yes.
The only reason I quit was because like the only next step was to play with full-grown men. And that was scary to me. So I was like, never mind. So I just decided to quit around like the end of high school. I did basketball as well. I didn't do that for as long. I did that for maybe 3-ish years or so. I really do like basketball. But I just didn't play it as long.
Yeah.
And yeah, sport-wise, I think that was it for me. I mean, those are my two main ones.
I did band and marching band, and I will say that that's kind of a sport in marching band. Oh, it's a lot tougher than it looks. Yeah. Especially in the heat and like carrying. I mean, I didn't have a big instrument, but regardless, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I did a lot of that in school, and then some of you may know I run now. I think I posted like a 5K video at one point. I never ran or did cross country or track in high school. Yes, it does. It's intense.
Yeah.
But I am a runner now, so I'm a big supporter of people who run later in life, and I feel like it is a little bit later in life for me because a lot of people are like, oh, I've done it my whole life.
Right, they did like cross country in high school or something and continue on.
And people think that I have, and I'm always like, no, like I literally started running 3 years ago, and I've done bigger races, and I hope to do even more going forward.
What do you have coming up next year, race-wise? Do you know what kinds of races you're going to do?
I'm going to do more 5Ks for sure. They're a little easier for me now. Yeah. And I'd like to do another 10K.
So maybe we can do a video on that as well.
And I want to do a half marathon.
That'll definitely be a video if she ever does that.
We'll see.
A marathon.
It's a lot more intense. And I'm training this winter, so we'll see where I'm at. But yeah, that's what I do now. I think it's fun.
Yeah. I'd love to see another Loki Chooses the Day video. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. The only thing that I hated that you picked was Chuck E. Cheese. I felt gross in there. But that was it. The rest of the day you picked very good,
Which
buddy.
one?
When we went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I felt gross in there.
He was like, oh, sorry.
It just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel clean in there. I don't know.
It's not.
I was hoping he'd pick Dave & Buster's. Not that that would be really any cleaner, but I just feel like older kids go there instead of like little kids who are like pick their nose and just rub it on something.
That was the day the like lady cashier.
Oh my gosh!
At the front, she like looked at us and was like, "What are you here for? Like a party or something?" And I'm like, "No, we're here to just play games at Chuck E. Cheese because he chose the day."
Yeah.
And she was just like, "Okay."
Yeah. It's like, why are we getting interrogated walking in?
I know. I was like, dang, I thought I could still pass for like 13.
Right.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
But not that day.
Not that day.
Anybody over 9, they're like, nope. But they still let us.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, they can't like force us to not go in.
I know. But I'm surprised she didn't say something like, well, why don't you go to Dave & Buster's?
I was like, are you all right, lady? I was like, is it really that serious?
I know.
But, yeah, that was a fun day. I think we should do that again.
Yeah.
I think he enjoyed that too.
Yeah,
because he got to do some stuff too, right?
And come up with different things for you to pick.
Yeah. Is there a favorite amusement park the two of you have traveled to? and the best food. Cedar Point is understandable if that's your choice. That would not be my choice.
I know what you're gonna say.
My choice would be Walt Disney World all the way. Love going to Disney.
Yeah.
We're planning a trip in 2026, and I am going.
She's going with or without us.
Yeah, I will go with or without anybody. I would love to go back to Disney.
I love Disney too.
I love it there. Nothing against Cedar Point.
I mean, Disney.
I do love that because it's close by, and it's like we always have fun when we're there. But there's just something about that Disney magic, and I just love being there.
Yeah, I agree.
It just feels different. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we don't get spoiled with it every day.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't know.
a rare occasion. It makes it more special,
Right.
probably. I'm sure people feel that way about Cedar Point who love coasters and only get to go once in their life or once every now and then.
Right.
But Disney's like a whole other level. It's like
Yeah.
your childhood in a park.
Right. Yeah.
And I like Universal.
Yeah, I do like Universal as
food.
well. Yeah. The thing I don't like the most about theme parks is that they make you pay to park. You're already paying like $100 to be there.
Yeah.
You want me to pay like
Another
$30,
$20,
$40, $50 in parking now?
Yeah,
On top of
Disney's
that,
expensive with
Yeah, they're
that.
getting like,
That's why
they're
it's
like price hiking the
better
parking.
to like do the bus transportation
Yeah.
there if you can.
That's the one thing I'm very thankful about with our season pass, and it'll transfer down to Carowinds because we got that all parks passport thing, is that we get free parking
Yeah.
with that. Because that would be a lot of money. Like we
Yeah.
go maybe, I don't know, we say we go 10 times a year, that's like $200 in parking.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he fell asleep, but now he's trying to bite his tail.
Buddy, I don't think that's a good idea. You might fall if you try to do that.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, my...
Best food.
Yeah, I don't know, like, my favorite or best food.
If it's Cedar Point, it's definitely the hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
At, what's the place called?
I know what you're talking about.
It's a little
Used
hot
to
dog
be a
place.
walking taco, wasn't it?
Derby Dogs.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I like that one, except the one time it was cold.
Oh my
And I was like, what
yeah.
in the world? I was so nervous to go back up there. I thought they were going to like get mad at me. And she goes, what do you want? And I was like, a new hot dog?
Because it's like ice cold?
I was like, you can touch it if you want because I'm not going to eat it. I mean, it was like
think they
freezing
must
cold.
transport some of that from like a kitchen
A different
to
restaurant,
there and try
probably.
to keep it heated, so that was part
Yeah.
of the problem. It's really hard to think of the best food like ever. I do really like in Disney the it was like that Peter Pan food.
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, if I had to pick a Disney thing, that would be it.
Yeah.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
really good.
That is my
Like the Dole Whip.
favorite thing. Oh, lime Dole Whip, Sprite, and whatever else they put in there. A little chocolate feather on top.
And
So good.
I found out I really like Frushi, which
Oh, yeah,
I like
that was really
sushi,
good.
too,
I
but-
was so excited to try that.
yeah, so good. It's like
The
rice and
YouTubers I
fruit
watch
and whipped cream.
For years were like, Frushi,
Try
Frushi, Frushi. And I'm like, okay, well,
That's the
next
only
time I go.
sushi you'll eat.
That's the only sushi I'll eat. Frushi.
Which I didn't realize you could do that.
Yep. Let's see. Have the two of you ever traveled to the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral in Florida? If so, how was your experience? I have never been there,
Yeah,
but
I don't
I want to
think
do
so.
that so bad. It looks so cool.
I don't
It's like
think I was
everything's
there.
space.
I was at
Oh, you would
NASA.
remember it.
Yeah,
You
I
would
don't
remember
think I
it if
was
you've
there.
been. Yeah.
That sounds really cool though. And
Yeah.
I know my dad would like love that too. He'd be
Oh,
super
yeah.
into that. He
Mhm.
loves all things space. I do too. But yeah, I've been to NASA there, but not the Kennedy Space Center. I don't believe. If I did, it was long ago and I was little and don't remember.
Yeah.
But that sounds really cool.
Yeah,
we'll
that's-
have to maybe do that sometime.
Yeah. I
There's
don't know
so
if
much
we'll
to
fit
do in
that in the
Florida.
2026
I
trip.
know.
Because I want to go to all 4 Disney parks.
She's committed.
I want to go to all 3 Universal parks because
Yeah.
there will be that third one, that Epic Universe one, which
So there's
looks
7
very
days
cool.
already.
That's 7 days.
There's just so
then
much
you want
to
to go to
do.
the beach. That's another day or 2.
Yeah,
It's like a week and a
there's-
half already right there.
There's a lot, and then there's like so many different places within Florida to vacation, whether it's strictly just beach
Right.
or different parks or different things to do and explore.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
hard to do it all.
And there's also Legoland down there. There's SeaWorld. There's Busch Gardens.
Mhm.
I don't think I might have been to SeaWorld when I was little, but I
I
don't
don't
remember
think
if that
I've
was
ever
when they
been.
had it, because they did have one in Ohio
They
a little
did.
bit back.
Geauga
But-
Lake was where it used to be.
Oh, Geauga Lake.
No, then it
I
became
missed that one.
Wildwater Kingdom. It was owned by Cedar Fairs. I think eventually it was bought out, and then that is now what got dispersed between Cedar Point and Kings Island, and probably a few others if you guys didn't know that. Very cool.
Speaking of,
Mm-hmm.
Six Flags and Cedar Fair are merging.
Oh.
I just found that out. But I don't think that they're going to, like, let us use our park passport thing at the Six Flags parks. I think they're going to be like, this is Six Flags parks and this is Cedar Fair parks. Even though they're a merged company, because it's not like Cedar Point bought them out, then they'd run into an issue if they would have to let people in. Because they own them.
Yeah. That's what's crazy about Cedar Fairs. They're huge.
Yeah. So that's like... I think they said they had like 20, 30 parks, and then Cedar Fair has like 13 to 15-ish parks.
Wow, that's crazy.
So it's gonna be a big company merging together. So that could do some damage to like Disney and Universal parks.
Yeah, Disney is amazing. Yeah, you have not been there, but you've heard that it's also amazing for sure.
If you get the chance,
you should definitely
go. I know it's so expensive.
It can be.
We were lucky enough last time we went. We had a friend that was working there, and she was able to get us in as a cast member.
Which
but
saves so much money.
That saves a boatload of money.
And it's expensive to just drive there and gas, or to
or to
fly
fly
there.
Yeah,
and then figure out your luggage, your pets, and all that. Like, we're still thinking about that. Like, what are we gonna do?
Like, because if we bring Loki with us next time, we're gonna probably drive. Because I just don't want to put him in the back of the plane.
I think he's small enough to be like.
I don't like that.
Like a carry-on though. I think he'd be able to sit under us, and he does not bark.
But what if they were like, we got there, we thought he was small enough, and his bag was small enough, and then they're like, never mind, he has to be with the rest of the luggage. I'd be like, no way.
We would call and ask and double check. I would even show up there like weeks before and like get everything checked and secured and like proof it. Like, But yeah, Disney is so awesome. I think. But my favorite by far is Christmas time.
I have never been for Christmas.
I'm so bad. It's beautiful. Because we went like Christmas, New Year's time, and it gets so busy to the point where parks will actually fill and they won't let anybody else in. Yeah. And that happened. Yeah. And it was a band trip, and half the band got in, and half the band didn't for the fireworks and New Year's. I was one to get in, so that was a good experience. Yeah. But it's so much fun there, and even if you can stay on any Disney property, my favorite is probably because you actually have the animals that walk up to like the outside of the hotel. Oh, yeah, with them. That they had where you can stay and then take the Disney parks. But I was lucky enough, I think, to have family there too that allowed us to do some of those things. But it's so cool, and I've always wanted to go in the fall at Halloween time because I've heard that's really cool too. I want to go at Halloween time. I want to go at the 4th of July. I want to go. I want to go to Disney every day. I would financially be able to do that and live there and have a season pass to Disney. I would be the happiest person on earth. Yeah, Loki. I would love it down there. It's far. Now, if they moved to Florida, I'd be down there. I don't know that Maryland is doing that. Yeah. He was trying to dig through some food, I think. It's lunchtime, isn't it? Are you getting hungry? Oh, food in a minute. Little Loki, you didn't eat your breakfast. So it was a pancake. You didn't eat your other food that was for you. Yeah. Paws are cold. Must be because the floor's really cold. Yeah, probably so. Going back to Cedar Point, the new boardwalk over on the side, their food looks good from the video. Yeah, they did have good food. I will say. The first day in lunchtime or dinner time, the portions are a lot smaller. Breakfast, they loaded it up. Breakfast was a much better experience. I think if you're going to eat there, breakfast is the way to go. Unless maybe you're going to the bar for a drink. They do have a bar up there. We have not been there, so I can't speak on that. Yeah.
But we like saw it, but we just didn't go up to it.
It
so
looks like they have a lot
but
of
it
good
looks like they have
things.
like some mixed drinks like at certain times of the year that are like,
They do
you know,
seasonal
fall ones and
Mhm.
like, you know, Frontier Festival ones sometimes. But yeah, the new boardwalk is a very, very good addition. Wild Mouse is a good addition.
Mhm.
Are you
I
all
think he had a
right?
hiccup.
His whole body shook. But yeah,
Yeah.
breakfast was amazing there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was so good. Their
Yep.
breakfast sandwiches were really good, and like they gave you a huge thing of tater tots, like a full little tray.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Portion size is A+
Lunch
for
was
breakfast.
like, I thought it was gonna be family style, you know, where you kind of like load up a lot, and I would even expect to pay somewhere between $20 to $30 for a family portion, and then you split it between 4 to 5 people. But you spent like $20 and could barely split it between 2. So that's where it kind of upset me with just their lunch and dinner. And that could have changed a bit with the food items they have, but it was just like the portions, and you had to buy all your sides a la carte, and you could only get certain ones like in the meal for that $20 price. I just didn't really like that.
That was part of the reason we got the food pass this year, because the food prices at Cedar Point are getting outrageous. So if you get a season pass, I think that that's going to be worth it. We will do a video on if that ends up being worth it or not, how many places we went to, how much we would have spent versus how much we spent on the pass. That'll be a video coming, like, obviously, like, after the season's over, once we've tallied everything together, because that was a question that I had. I didn't know if it's going to be worth it, but with the food prices, I think it will be.
I think that, and like, obviously equating how many times are you going to go, because like us, we'll probably go somewhere between 5 to 8 times, because we tallied it this year and it was like 6 or 7 times. If you're getting 2 meals there every time you go, that's definitely going to add up and be worth it. But do you have a favorite place of yours at Cedar Point to get ice cream? Yes, for sure.
You do.
Which is Toff's.
Yeah.
So good. And I think it must be like a Sandusky thing or something, because they also have one outside the park, like a little restaurant, and then they put it in there. It is so good. They have shakes and they have ice cream, but they're like 1 scoop is huge. It's like 3 scoops for like the small, but it's so good. I love their they have a cherry one, and it has like little cherry pieces in it. And then I also just went, when we went for the Halloween stuff, they had like this pumpkin cheesecake one. It was so good. And they have a really good Buckeye ice cream there too, and cookie dough. Yeah. So that one for sure is probably my favorite. I do like their frozen yogurt places in there too, if you want more of soft serve, because Toff's is hard serve ice cream. But either one's really good. I just like that one the best because they have a lot.
Yeah, and they also have that one in Hotel Breakers too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's another thing I'm hoping to do, like either this upcoming year or the next year after that, is to stay at Breakers. It is a more expensive one, but I think it would be worth it to just do it once. I will say, just based on pictures that they have like on their website and stuff, that Sawmill Creek actually looks nicer and it's a lot cheaper.
And we've stayed there and really liked it.
We've stayed there and we really, really liked it. The only thing is none of the Cedar Point hotels are dog friendly.
Yeah, that makes it
or pet friendly,
hard.
So he can't go with us, but yeah.
Sorry, no.
Sorry, buddy. Aw.
He's like, it's alright, I still love you.
Aw, thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Oh,
my
enjoyed
goodness.
playing Cedar Point Bingo. Which one of us liked it more? Or do we both enjoy it equally?
Well, here's the thing with those. I do the Cedar Point boards, like for the bingo. I do them like right around this time of year, and then I forget all the clues by the time we do it. So I'm like just as surprised. So I enjoy playing it. You like sometimes enjoy it. I think sometimes you're like more of like, I'd rather enjoy the park today instead of going around and doing bingo. But it really doesn't take that long.
It depends on the day.
Yeah. And how busy it is,
Yeah.
how hard the clues are.
And if I feel like doing it, because like I'll know when we're going to do it. Like you prepare me like today's the day. Or like sometimes what's really nice, she'll be like, we have these different bingo videos to film. Let's knock out all 3 or all 5 right now.
Right.
And we release them different days. But then I'm just like, it's a lot of work to do.
Yeah. When we do like 4 or 5 in one day, it's like, whoa.
Because you're
like,
running all over, and it might take somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour per person per bingo sheet.
Right.
But it is fun. I do like the competition aspect of it.
Yeah. Next year, I want to do one where
like when it's individual, we are racing for time. Like we do an overall time and who did it faster, but it's just like I'd rather see it like neck and neck. That's what I like more.
Yeah. So we'll try it out next year.
And I wasn't nervous at one point doing it because we took it to like a bill there and had our sheet and closed it. And the one worker was like, "Oh, I see you have a bingo sheet there," and I was like, "Yeah." Are we
please
allowed
don't
to
take
do
that
this?
to corporate so we can have that.
Don't
that is
steal
all
our
right. Thank you.
Are you gonna pay us out?
Yeah.
No, but I think it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Matthew Perry. That was very upsetting. I was really sad he passed away. Yeah. Because like with the show, when you watch it all the way through, you feel like they're like your friends because they're like it's like so like it's like a deeper connection on that show than I feel like a lot of other shows. So it was sad when we heard that he passed away.
What I told you was because like it feels like for some reason I was like I know him. I was like, oh my gosh, like Matthew Perry, like my friend, and then I was like, oh wait, like he's on Friends, but it does. You feel like you know them, like their character, per se, and
like Chandler's gone.
Yeah, I know, and he was.
I felt so sad watching Friends after he passed. Like I watched it the same day, and I was like, this is like so sad knowing he's gone.
Mm-hmm. But it's nice to have those to relive the memory again and be able to watch them back.
I thought it was really nice of HBO is the one that holds all the Friends episodes, and at the beginning of each season they put like in honor of him, which I thought was really nice of them to do.
And I really enjoyed that Friends experience when we went. That was the one in Chicago, and we really want to do the one in New York if we get the chance because they have other stuff there too. But that was really cool to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And look back at those pictures and be like, oh my gosh, we were in their apartment.
Yeah. I also enjoyed going to Cedar Point. However, with my back issues, instead of riding rides, I'm more of there for the sights, especially the food. Yeah.
That's kind of what Kelsie
That's
does
kind of what
now.
I do because I can't go upside down, so that knocks out like half the rides because I'll get a migraine the rest of the day. So I can't do that. I can't do anything that spins or I'll be sick. So that knocks out another half of those. So there's not very much that I ride, but I go for the food. I go for the experience.
And there's a lot of live music and stuff now, and they have some activities and entertainment that's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm getting to that point. I'm like, at some point, I'm going to have to stop riding.
Right.
But it's hard because, like, my favorite ride being Gatekeeper, I'll probably push myself more than I should. But that one's so smooth. I feel like that one doesn't hurt as bad as some of the other ones, though. So I can understand the pain there because I experience that a little bit now.
Yeah. Hi, Alan.
Hi. Thanks for joining. Loki's like, I don't know if I should sleep or if I should go eat my food.
He doesn't have any food to eat right now. We didn't put it on there. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much going on really other than school and work for you and work for me.
I'm still making videos, working on putting new things out, so it's been going well.
Yeah.
It's been a good season for both of us, I think, this time of year. And
Loki's doing well.
From England. That's awesome. Yeah. I have always wanted to go to England.
Yeah, I do too. Maybe that'll happen sometime in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, you're so tired, buddy.
I always wanted to see London and stuff out there as well, of course, you know. But I'm sure there's so many pretty parts of England.
Yeah. And that would be really cool
and
to go to some other countries.
Yeah, because, like, my genetics and stuff, like, I found out I'm, like, mostly British, and then the other part was, like, French and German, and there was some connection to the UK through my genes, so kind of cool. And I'm like, I want to go originally, and, like, always kind of felt a pull to be there, and then finding that out, I feel like that's kind of cool. Right. I'm like, oh, I actually have genetics and family from there, so interesting.
Look at him on camera.
He's, like, slouched over. What are you doing?
I think he's trying to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
Buddy, you look dead, honey.
It's like,
if you don't sleep like that. You want to sleep like a baby?
He is, like, getting tired, I think.
Goodness.
Or hungry.
No, don't bite your tail. If you're going to go bite your tail, you do that on the floor. Bye-bye. And there he goes, spinning in a circle.
Yeah, Gatekeeper's awesome. Love the hovering feeling. Yes, I do too.
Yeah, that's your ride.
Yeah, that is
That
my
is your ride.
More of a Ferris wheel. Okay.
That would
and
be
the
me.
Cable cars.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know who
for
has the best
sure.
smile, Kelsie, Faith, or the pug. Yeah, I think Loki has the best smile.
Yeah, he's got a bit of an underbite, but it's kind of cute.
His little teeth sticking out. He cracks us up with that. We take oodles and oodles of pictures of him with his little teeth out.
Yeah.
He's just so funny. Don't you go towards that Christmas tree.
I don't think he is. He got something. It's Dorito toy.
Yeah. Well, it's already been 50 minutes.
I know, it's so crazy how
It doesn't
fast it
feel
goes on
like
here,
it's been that long.
Talking to you guys, it's always fun.
Yeah.
And seeing what's new with you guys too, and updating you on stuff that's going on for us and new things to come or past events and things. It always flies by.
Yeah. And like the previous one, it'll be uploaded after the fact. So you'll be able to rewatch it, or people who weren't able to join live will be able to go back and watch it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot too.
Yeah. I've barely been around, but I'm doing much better than I was. Thanks. That's
good. To hear. Yeah. Hope you're doing well, of course.
Yeah. Hope everybody's doing well.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're going to sign off here.
Yeah, I think we're going to sign off and kind of wrap up things. But if you guys have any last minute questions or things before we go, we'll look at those and we'll be kind of ending our live stream for this time. Do you know, are we doing them like once a month or just kind of whenever? Is there like a set thing?
There's not really a set time for live streams. I know that people have been wanting us to do a live from Cedar Point, so that might be something that will come up next year, since obviously they're closed for the year. But that's something we can do next year. And yeah, so just stay tuned for that. What are you looking most forward to for 2024?
You probably know YouTube-wise with what's planned, but I don't know how
yeah,
much you can reveal.
I would say Carowinds. I'm very excited to go and see that. I've never been to that park before, so I'm excited to go there. We have vacation down there, so that's why we hooked that into it. So I'm excited for vacation altogether next year.
Loki.
Look, what
He's
are you
scratching
doing?
at the vacuum
Hey,
thing.
don't do that.
Loki, come here. What are you looking forward to, Loki? Get over here.
Do you want to tell them?
You can tell him what you're looking forward
He's
to?
like, no, I think I'm a little shy right now.
Vacation next year because I get to come this
Yeah,
time.
he gets to go with us next year.
So we'll take him to the beach a little bit and probably show that as well.
He wants to come up.
Oh, you want to come up here?
He was going at your legs like, hey, lift me up.
I don't know what I'm most excited for.
I would say vacation
Probably
and
the same.
Carowinds.
Vacation trips that are
Yeah,
planned.
it's very exciting to us that he can come with us and we don't have to leave him at home. So
Yeah, and having him there.
yeah.
But yeah,
All
I don't know what else, but I'm sure next year will be exciting as well. And now that Loki's being vicious, it's probably time to say goodbye. Do you want to say bye?
Say bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Thanks for watching us today, guys. And we hope all of you take care and do well.
Yep.
And we will hopefully be able to do this again sometime.
Yep. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.